Dưới đây là đoạn văn bạn yêu cầu viết lại y nguyên mà không thêm bớt hay sang tạo. Number 1. The bizarre truth about boredom. Imagine you're sitting alone in a quiet room. No phone, no TV, no distractions. Just you and your thoughts. After about 5 minutes, you start to feel it. That little itch. You feel a sudden, bizarre urge to do something, anything, even if it's completely ridiculous. You might start counting the ceiling tiles, or maybe you think about that one weird thing your third grade teacher said. This isn't a sign that you're boring. It's a sign that your brain is having a crisis. Scientists have discovered that your brain doesn't handle inactivity very well. It views boredom as a kind of threat, a void that needs to be filled immediately. It's a primal survival instinct. Back when we were hunter-gatherers, a quiet moment was usually a bad sign. It meant a predator was lurking, or a rival tribe was sneaking up on you. A quiet brain meant you weren't actively scanning for threats, and that was a huge risk. So your brain starts throwing a party of random thoughts just to stay on. It's basically your own personal fire alarm going off, warning you that the lack of external stimulation is an existential threat. Number 2, your brain's favorite horror movie. You ever get that weird feeling when you're walking down a dark hallway and your brain suddenly convinces you there's something behind you? You turn around, and of course, there's nothing. But for a split second, you were absolutely sure you were in danger. That creepy sensation isn't just a random fear. It's a direct result of your brain actively trying to entertain itself. Your brain loves a good story, and it especially loves a good thrill. When you're in a low-stimulation environment, like a quiet house at night, your brain starts to look for its own entertainment. It's like a bored kid in the back seat of a car. Are we there yet? No? Okay, I'm going to start making up monsters. It's not trying to scare you. It's trying to give itself a little hit of dopamine and adrenaline. It creates a ghost, a monster, or a shadowy figure to give itself something to do, something to react to. It's your own little internal horror movie producer, and you're the star of the show, whether you like it or not. Number 3, the uncomfortable reason you can't stand still. Have you ever tried to stand perfectly still for more than a minute? No fidgeting, no shifting your weight, no tapping your fingers. It's almost impossible. You might start feeling phantom itches, or you'll get a sudden urge to adjust your shirt. These aren't random impulses. They're your body's way of fighting back against stillness. It's a physiological manifestation of your brain's boredom. The same part of your brain that makes you jump at a sudden noise also makes you twitch and fidget when you're still. It's a low-grade, constant signal that says, hey, we've been still for a while. We should probably move. Are we dead? Are we paralyzed? Are we a statue? Your nervous system is designed to be in constant motion, a state of readiness. Stillness is a bug in the system, and your body's solution is to hit the reset button with a bunch of tiny, random movements. It's an uncomfortable, little-known truth that your body is throwing a small, private tantrum in your honor, all because you tried to be calm. Dưới đây là đoạn văn bạn yêu cầu viết lại y nguyên mà không thêm bớt hay sang tạo. Number 4, the phantom watcher. You're alone in a big, empty house, and a door creaks shut on its own. You immediately feel like someone is watching you, even though you know you're the only one there. Your heart rate jumps, your skin gets goosebumps, and every instinct screams, run. This isn't a sign of ghosts. It's your boredom-addicted brain giving you a gift. Your brain is a super advanced threat detection machine. It's constantly scanning for things that are out of place, things that move when they shouldn't, things that just feel wrong. When there are no actual threats to find, it starts making them up. It's like a security guard on a long night shift. After enough hours of nothing, he'll start seeing things just to feel like he's doing his job. Your brain's threat detection system is so desperate for input, it will take the slightest sound, a creak, a house settling, a distant car horn, and instantly paint a picture of danger. It fills the silence with a phantom monster, a shadowy intruder, or the unnerving feeling that someone is right behind you. It's not a hallucination. It's your brain performing a proactive search for danger. It's creating an enemy for you to run from, because being chased is way more interesting than being bored. Number 5, the scary truth about sensory deprivation. So what happens when you take this to the extreme? What if you lock your brain in a closet with nothing to do? No light, no sound, no external stimulation at all. It turns out your brain starts to break down in the most fascinating way possible. People who experience extreme sensory deprivation start to hallucinate. They see patterns, hear voices, and experience a full blown waking dream. This isn't just a party trick, it's terrifying. Your brain is a storyteller, and it needs a constant stream of new material. When you cut off the supply, it starts making stuff up from its own internal library of memories and sensations. It's like a TV writer's room after a strike. No new ideas? Fine, they'll just start making up stuff, even if it's the strangest, most bizarre content you've ever seen. The scariest part is that you can't tell the difference between what's real and what isn't. The connection between boredom and fear is so strong that when you push your brain to its limit, it will invent a horrifying reality just to keep itself from shutting down. Number 6. The creepy cute paradox. Why do we find things that are slightly off-putting so fascinating? Think about those old porcelain dolls with the blank eyes, the robotic movements of an automaton, or the uncanny valley of an almost realistic CGI character. These things exist in a sweet spot between familiar and bizarre, and your bored brain absolutely loves it. This is your brain's fear system in its purest form. When it encounters something that doesn't quite fit, something that's supposed to be human but isn't, it triggers a powerful, uncomfortable response. It's a low-grade alarm. Your brain is screaming. What is that thing? Is it a threat? Is it alive? What's wrong with it? But because there's no real danger, your curiosity takes over. It's like a car crash you can't look away from. Your brain is so grateful for the jolt of new information and the minor hit of fear that it almost enjoys the creepy feeling. This is why we have entire horror movie genres and video games dedicated to jump scares. It's the perfect way to give your bored brain the little dose of fear it's been craving. Number 7. The secret survival mechanism. So what does all of this mean? It means that the strange, unsettling connection between boredom and fear isn't a flaw in your brain. It's a feature. For thousands of years, your brain's job was simple: keep you alive. And being bored was a luxury you couldn't afford. A quiet cave meant a lion was nearby. A lack of stimulation meant you weren't actively hunting. Your brain learned to associate the absence of data with the presence of danger. It developed a failsafe. A little anxiety, a sudden phantom feeling, a jumpy nervous system. All of these were small, helpful reminders to stay alert. They were signals that something was wrong, even when nothing was. It's a beautiful, elegant survival mechanism that has now been completely hijacked by the safety of modern life. Now, you get a rush of adrenaline when you're waiting in line at the DMV or standing alone in your kitchen at 2 a.m. Your brain is still acting like a hyper-vigilant caveman, but it's doing it in a world with no tigers. The unsettling truth is that your boredom isn't a passive feeling. It's an active, relentless search for something to be afraid of. And in the dead of night, in the absence of a real threat, your brain will happily create one just to feel like it's still doing its job. So, the next time you feel a chill down your spine when you're alone, just remember, it's not a ghost. It's just a bored brain looking for a thrill. Dưới đây là đoạn văn bạn yêu cầu viết lại y nguyên mà không thêm bớt hay sang tạo. Number 8. The unseen faces in the wall. You're lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, and you notice a weird pattern in the texture. Suddenly, the pattern starts to look like a face, maybe a creepy old man, a cartoon character, or a spooky clown. You've just experienced pareidolia, a phenomenon where your brain finds meaningful patterns in random information. This isn't a sign of an overactive imagination. It's your bored brain's way of playing detective. Your brain's a pattern recognition machine. It evolved to spot a hidden predator in a field of tall grass or recognize a face in a crowd from a mile away. It's an ancient survival tool. But when there's no real threat to identify and no fresh information to process, it gets antsy. It starts seeing faces in the wall, animals in the clouds, and monsters in the static on a TV screen. It's basically your brain's way of saying, I found something. It's a face. Let's get to work trying to figure it out. It's a harmless little game for the most part, but it's a perfect example of how your brain would rather make up a hallucination than sit in a state of nothingness. Number 9, the call of the void. Ever been standing on a high cliff or a tall building, and you get that bizarre, unnerving urge to jump? It's not a suicidal thought. It's a momentary flash of fear and curiosity. This is known as l'appel du vide, or the call of the void. It's your brain's high-stakes version of being bored. Your brain, in its constant search for stimulation, is looking for something, anything, to make you feel alive. And the scariest, most primal thing it can imagine is falling. The sudden, unprompted flash of a dangerous scenario is your brain's way of checking if you're still paying attention. It's a little like a fire alarm test, a sudden, false sense of danger to ensure you are ready for a real one. It's an uncomfortable reminder that you're a little too relaxed and that life has consequences. The feeling is not about wanting to end things. It's about a deep, unconscious desire to see if you can react to a threat you just made up. It's the ultimate thrill for a bored brain that's run out of other ideas. Number 10, the disturbing reason you make mistakes. Think about a task you've done 1,000 times, like typing on a keyboard or driving home from work. You can do it on autopilot. But sometimes, for no reason at all, you press the wrong key or take the wrong exit. That isn't a simple mistake. It's your brain fighting back against the soul-crushing boredom of repetition. Your brain is hardwired for novelty. It loves to learn new things, explore new ideas, and solve new problems. When you force it to do the same repetitive action over and over again, it starts to get agitated. It will throw a cognitive wrench into the system just to create a little chaos. It's like a tired factory worker who deliberately messes up the assembly line just to have something different happen. These mistakes are your brain's way of saying, "I'm bored. Let's shake things up a little bit." These small errors are a direct result of your brain's primal need for change and unpredictability. It's a reminder that your brain is both your best friend and your most unpredictable enemy.